Are you a rising senior wondering if you really need to take calculus, or maybe you could take statistics or something like personal finance instead? Are you a rising freshman about to enter high school and wondering, ooh, do I challenge myself with a harder math like an advanced geometry or algebra 2, or should I take the safer route and do algebra to begin with? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what colleges are really looking for in your math level and how important it is to hit calculus before you apply to those competitive schools. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome back to Lotus Premier Education. My name is Amanda and I want to be your college tutor. Today we're going to be talking about what math level you really need to get to if you're applying to competitive colleges, and more specifically, do you really need to take calculus by senior year? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. The goal is for you to take at least 1 year of calculus before you head to college. Now, a lot of students have questions about that rule. Do I really need it if I'm not studying math? Do I really need it if my school doesn't offer it? So let's get into exactly what colleges are looking for. Calculus is a universal sign of advanced mathematics. When you have gotten to college, you are showing readiness by having already taken a calculus class. Now, this can be really difficult because America operates on a very track-based school system. So, if you do not take the right class your freshman year of high school, it may be a lot harder to get to calculus by the time you apply to college. Now, in an ideal world, if you're watching this video, you haven't even started your freshman year, and so you can plan accordingly and make sure that you are in a math level that's going to get you to calculus. And keep this video in mind as you are going through your math classes, because your performance each year is going to determine whether you place into the class you need the following year. And your 4 years in high school really build upon each other. Now, there is no exception, and I want to be really clear, no exception if you are studying humanities or if you are not studying mathematics. Core classes are core classes. As a reminder, those are math, science, history, English, and a language. Colleges want to see 4 years of core classes, and they want to see that you've challenged yourself to the maximum in each of those classes. So if your high school offers calculus, or some high schools offer calculus AB, calculus BC, and multivariable, you're going to be expected to at least have taken AB calculus if you are applying to competitive schools. Another thing you really need to keep in mind is not only what your school offers, but what your peers are taking. So there are several schools in the country that will have multivariable calculus as an option for students, but since that is really the third tier of calculus that you can be taking, sometimes there's only 1 or 2 students in the grade that are in that class. But if your school offers only up to calculus AB, and there are 30 or 40 students in that calculus AB class, in order for you to really be considered as a competitive candidate at top colleges, you need to be in that class and you need to be performing well. Because what that tells them is that you are or are not maxing out your math level capability and the rigor in your academic course load. Now, the only real exception to this rule is if your school does not offer calculus, but it's not a complete exception. There are so many ways that you can be taking calculus outside of school. You can do a MOOC, which is a massive open online course, and at least get a bit of an introduction to calculus and a certificate of completion. You can enroll in a college level course over the summer or extracurricularly outside of school and start learning calculus. That is one of the things that means a lot to colleges, and it's always going to mean a lot to colleges because it is a standard across the nation. Once you have reached the calculus level, you have really maximized your high school math level and you have demonstrated that you are ready for college math. You want to remember when you're planning your courses and when you're thinking about standardized tests that colleges have to match students against one another. So they're really going to be looking for things that in their mind are standardized or consistent or ways to measure one student to another. Now, if you're an international student, this can change a little bit based on how math is offered at your school. Sometimes they merge classes. I've seen international schools that will have some type of combination of pre-calculus and algebra 2 and call it by a different name. The IB program has its own standards, but the rule that you want to follow is you want to do your very best to maximize the math level in your school. And if you can, if your school has any type of calculus level offered, you want to make sure that you are in it. So just to recap what we talked about in this video today, if you are applying to a competitive college, you do need calculus or an equivalent. If your school does not offer calculus, maximize the math offering in your school and see if there's a way for you to take it outside of school, because it will mean a lot to your college to see that you pursued that. If you are studying humanities, you still need to get to the highest math level possible because it is a core class. And last but not least, really know yourself and know what you're capable of. If you're capable of going deeper into calculus, AB, BC, multivariable, find ways to do that because it will strengthen your application. And when we're talking about these really top colleges, every little distinction counts. So thanks for watching this video and supporting our channel. Please like, please subscribe. It is so helpful. If you guys want to stay tuned when we post a new video, follow that little notification button. And we hope to see you guys back here soon on Lotus Premier Education. Bye, guys.